Hey guys, today we're going to react to Intolerance, and this is one of my first. Hey guys, today we're going to react to Intolerance. Hey guys, today we're going to react to Intolerance. This is one of the songs that I've never listened to before by Tool, but I did react to some of their biggest hits, which are probably going to be like Schism, the Grudge, and I think there's another one. I think it's Lateralis. I'm not really sure how to really say that. But now I'm going to try something different, which will begin from the first songs, which is apparently Intolerance, back to the newest songs and stuff like that. So we'll go in chronological order, because I do want to try out something of a more chronological manner instead of just picking random stuff and trying to make sense of it, to really immerse myself at the time that they were recording these songs. So this makes more sense. We will analyze the lyrics after. This is 5 minutes long, not really sure what to expect, except that maybe it is like something philosophical, something, I don't know, kind of depressing maybe, because I know that two songs are a little bit more serious than usual, because usually your normal rock star is going to talk about a girl, about the fact that they left them, about the fact that they are pursuing somebody or something like that. But two usually is very different when it talks about like themes of like something a little bit more political perhaps, or a little bit more philosophical. Yeah, so let's see what this is all about. Is that a vertebrae, by the way? Not really sure what the covers mean. Maybe you guys can tell me that. But I think I can hear something rumbling. Wonder what that is.
Still wanna be with you, and I wanna to trust you. I don't wanna have faith to put away the dagger. But you lie, she can steal, you lie, she can steal, you lie, she can steal, and I tolerate. You lie, she can steal, you lie, she can steal, you lie, she can steal, how can I tolerate?
Okay, I'm going to pause right here, but I will rewind so you guys can enjoy it as well. Apparently we were going to some kind of chorus, maybe a little bit of an instrumental break or a guitar solo, not really sure. But I'm going to talk about my first impressions, what I'm really thinking right now, what is going on and stuff. First of all, I think there's a bass right there, which is very violent, as in very, very powerful. It's even like getting in front of all the other instruments for me. I'm not really sure if I heard a guitar, but it's such a loud bass that the guitar kind of gets muffled, which is unusual. Usually bands want to play the guitar first, then the bass second, or maybe even the bass just gets drowned by drums even. But this time I feel like it's a little bit more heavier and kind of like dragging, I'd say, as in it feels very heavy. It feels like you're getting crushed by a stone or something, you know? I'm not really sure what he's talking about because I'm not really focusing on the lyrics just yet. I'm focusing more on the sounds and how it feels. But from the vocal delivery, I'd say that he's maybe angry, a little bit more unstable kind of sound delivery. I'd say that it's kind of like somebody who's holding back something and then they are mentally saying something else. Like, for example, when you're angry at somebody but you don't want to tell them that you're angry, so you are kind of like passive aggressive with them. Like, you try to do things that kind of make the person happier, but you can't really tell what you're actually feeling, which is anger. That's what I'm feeling. That's the vibe of the song for me. Maybe I'm completely off. Maybe he's happy. I'm not really sure. But I know that the vocalist is called Maynard Keenan, I think. I'm not really sure. But I think I did this. I think it was The Grudge, which he did like a 20 seconds long scream or something like that, which is very impressive. I don't think he does that anymore, but still pretty cool that he did anyways. I couldn't even do a scream for like 5 seconds before my voice could just explode at this point. So yeah, the drums are also very nice. They're kind of laid back because it would drown the bass too much, so it's kind of like laid back but still very heavy. But it's more of a support than really the kicking part of the song, I guess. The focus, it's more like think about a wall. A wall is white, but then you put a decoration on the wall and then it looks very nice, you know? That's kind of like what I'm feeling with the drums. So yeah, let's continue.
As I smile, laughing, dancing, sing your glory while you lie. She can steal you lie. She can steal you lie. She can steal, I can't tolerate you. You lie. She can steal you lie. She can steal you lie. She can steal, I cannot tolerate.
Okay, no. I'm going to rewind, don't you worry. But I just find it funny that I paused there. Because there was apparently like the big drop and stuff like that. But we're going back, we'll get the drop back and stuff like that. But I just wanted to say my final thoughts before we end the song, and then we can analyze the lyrics and stuff like that. I find it interesting that his vocal is kind of like not the center of attention. I'd say that it's like a mishmash of sounds. Like, for example, usually the frontman is the vocalist, you know, like he's in the front of the stage, he's everything. But in this song, it kind of sounds like it's equal, you know, like every sound is equally distributed, and there's no really point of focus. It's more like you can hear every sound going around you and stuff. and it doesn't really steal from the fact that the bass is doing well as the guitar, as well as the drums, as well as the vocalist. And I also like the fact that the song doesn't feel empty, because it's not only instruments but also some effects, I think, like maybe there's a synthesizer somewhere around there. There's also the effects on his voice, which make it a little bit more raw, more, heavier, angrier, very, dragging, like I said before. And it really adds a lot to the experience. It makes you feel immersed and kind of like feel the same thing as the vocalist as well. Kind of drags you in, pretty much. Yeah, I really enjoyed the song, by the way. Like, not talking technically, just listening to it feels very good, and I'll probably listen to more too eventually when I get the time to do that, because it's a really good band and I do recommend it quite a lot. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh yeah, I had the analogy of the factory. I was thinking, like, this song kind of sounds like a factory, like, for example, when you're talking to your colleague or your coworker inside a factory, you don't usually just listen to them, but you also listen to the rustling sound of metal moving around you, like stuff like that, pretty much. And I feel like this song is kind of the same vibe. It feels like you're talking to somebody or listening to somebody, but then there are these weird sounds going around you that really, like, steal your attention sometimes. And it did remind me of a factory because it's kind of industrial like. So yeah, let's try to finish the song and kind of enjoy the final moments. That sounded very weird at the end right there. I feel like somebody pulled the cable out of the guitar or something like that. Like there was a little bit of an echo at the left side. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe it was meant to be like that. I'm not really sure if this album was rushed or anything like that. So let's look at the lyrics right now. Okay, so I actually read some of the lyrics and tried to make sense of it, try to come up with some theories to make sure that I actually get the song, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to miss some details, so you guys can tell me in the comments if I've got anything wrong, and more context if you have any. But apparently, it's kind of like a weird situation between a person and another person, or between a person and a group, another group or group, something like that, like society kind of like behavior in the lyrics, where there's somebody who puts trust and faith in somebody else, but then they stab them in the back by cheating, lying, and stealing. And when I read this, I was thinking maybe it's about God, He, like, for example, in the perspective of God or whatever being made human beings into the world and stuff like that, maybe it's in the perspective that he's very disappointed that he gave us life and he gave us the world to explore and everything else, but then we actually just commit sins and kind of deviate from God. I don't know, I was thinking something like that, because I think cheating, lying, and stealing is three very specific things to do, which I think is in the Bible. I'm not really sure, I'm not an expert or anything, but maybe I'm correct, maybe not. It says right here, veil of virtue hung to hide your method, while I smiled and laughed and danced, and sing your praise and glory. Maybe he's talking about, somebody who really praises a bigger being, or maybe somebody else, like another human being, or maybe it's an entity, I'm not really sure. While they basically stab him in the back while they do that. So yeah. I've been far too sympathetic and stuff like that, so pretty much this person has been very forgiving and trying to come up of justifying the behavior of another person, or being this kind of like a backstabber kind of guy. So, I think it says right here, and I want to have faith and to put away the dagger. I think the dagger is what I'm talking about, the backstabbing and stuff. And how can I tolerate you? So in the end, basically the main character just goes into like a state of maybe he lost faith in humanity, or lost faith in this specific person. Then he's no longer tolerant against that person after all that they have done. So it makes sense why somebody would be intolerant against that. But then again, it's the paradox of intolerance, Is it intolerant to be intolerant, or to have tolerance? No, it's a very complicated thing to really think about. So yeah. And no one is innocent. Everybody is apparently guilty and stuff like that. So, it's not like he's taking the higher ground and judging the other person for being bad when he is also bad himself. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a lot of ideas, there's no real narrative. Maybe it's just meant to be a lyric. You guys can tell me in the comments, but that's what I've got from this song. And it's actually really good lyrics. Like, for example, I really got the chorus, you lie, cheat, and steal, really lodged up in my head right now, because it's a really good chorus. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have more Tool songs or another band that you guys want me to try out as well, then you can leave a comment and I'll probably check it out. Other than that, you guys can also subscribe and leave a like if you want to. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.